It was a seemingly ordinary Tuesday afternoon, the kind where the world hums along at a gentle pace. The sun cast long shadows, painting the streets in hues of gold and amber. The phone rang, piercing the quiet. It was my grandmother, her voice a little softer, a little more fragile than I remembered. She just wanted to talk, to share stories, to connect. Her voice carried the warmth of countless memories. I was busy though, swamped really. A deadline loomed large, casting a shadow over everything. The pressure was mounting and my focus was laser-locked on the task at hand. I made a promise, a quick one, to call her back on the weekend when things would be calmer, when I could give her my undivided attention. I envisioned a leisurely chat, filled with laughter and shared moments. But the weekend slipped by in a blur of errands, chores, and fleeting moments of relaxation. It vanished like sand through my fingers. I never made that call. The intention was there, but the action never materialized. Weeks later, she was gone, leaving behind a silence that echoed with unspoken words. That missed chance became a quiet ache, a persistent regret that lingers in the quiet corners of my mind, a constant reminder of what could have been. This isn't just my story, though. It's a universal human experience. Maybe for you, it was a trip you didn't take, a journey left unexplored, a destination forever marked with a question mark. Words you never said, feelings left unexpressed, a message trapped within the confines of your heart, or a kindness you withheld, a helping hand you didn't extend, a moment of compassion that slipped through your fingers. These moments, big or small, seemingly insignificant or profoundly impactful, plant the seeds of regret deep within our souls. We're often told to live with no regrets, to embrace every decision, but that's simply not realistic. It's an ideal that's difficult, if not impossible, to attain. Regret, in its essence, is a signal, a reminder that our choices, both big and small, ultimately matter and shape the course of our lives. It's the emotional feedback, the pang of conscience that nudges us, sometimes gently, sometimes forcefully, toward who we aspire to be, toward the best version of ourselves. My regret over that missed call profoundly changed me, shifting my priorities and altering my perspective. Now, I make a conscious effort to answer when friends or family reach out, prioritizing connection over convenience. That single regret became a powerful lesson, etched deeply in my behavior, shaping my interactions and influencing my decisions. It taught me about the importance of presence, the value of genuine connection, and the irreplaceable preciousness of time, urging me to savor each moment and cherish every relationship. Regret, when faced with courage and honesty, can transform the sting of pain into a powerful sense of purpose, fueling our desire to make a positive impact. It's not about wallowing in self-pity or dwelling on past mistakes, but about extracting wisdom and learning from experience. Each regret presents a valuable chance to realign our actions with our deepest values, ensuring that we live a life that is both meaningful and authentic. The true power of regret lies in its remarkable ability to transform a fleeting moment of pain and sorrow into a lifetime dedicated to greater kindness, empathy, and compassionate action. So, don't run from your regrets or try to bury them deep inside. Instead, let them teach you invaluable lessons about yourself and the world around you. They can be the catalyst, the spark that ignites a profound transformation for cultivating a more intentional, compassionate, and ultimately fulfilling life. In the end, regret is not solely about what we have lost or the opportunities we've missed, but about the incredible potential for growth and transformation that lies within us, about what we can still become, and the positive impact we can still make on the world. Regret is more than just a fleeting moment of sadness. It's a complex emotion that delves deeper into our past choices and their potential outcomes. It's the sharp sting of wishing, with every fiber of your being, that we'd chosen a different path, made a different decision. It's a uniquely human emotion, a testament to our capacity for self-reflection and our awareness of the consequences of our actions. It requires us to not only remember the past, but to actively imagine a better, more desirable outcome and then compare it, often painfully, to the reality we're currently living. That gap, that chasm between what is, the present reality, and what could have been, the idealized alternative, is precisely where regret makes its home, settling deep within our consciousness. This process is often referred to as counterfactual thinking. It's the mental exercise of asking, what if, constantly replaying scenarios in our minds. Our brains, in their remarkable complexity, run these simulations, these alternative realities. This is to help us learn valuable lessons from our experiences, allowing us to adapt and grow without having to repeat every single mistake we've ever made. In essence, regret is a built-in course correction mechanism, a way for our minds to guide us towards better choices in the future. It's not an isolated experience. It's one of the most common emotions that binds us together as humans. In fact, studies suggest it's second only to love in its prevalence. And that prevalence tells us that regret is not something to be ashamed of, but rather a central defining aspect of what it means to be human. The pain, that sharp sting of regret, grabs our attention with an almost primal force. It's much like the immediate and unforgettable lesson we learn when we touch a hot stove, teaching us in no uncertain terms not to repeat that action again. And just as physical pain protects us from harm, emotional pain, like regret, ultimately helps us grow, evolve, and become more resilient individuals. Therefore, instead of automatically seeing regret as a sign of failure, a mark against our character, try to reframe it. See it as proof that you deeply care about your life, the choices you make, and the impact you have on the world around you. Regret, in its essence, means that you hold yourself to high standards. It signifies that you have hopes for the future, dreams you're striving towards, and a healthy dose of self-awareness. A life lived without any regret isn't necessarily a perfect life, a testament to flawless decision-making. More often than not, it's simply an unexamined one, a life lived without introspection or critical thought. In this light, regret is not an enemy, but rather the trusted companion of a life lived with intention, purpose, and meaning. So, embrace it, acknowledge it, and see it as a powerful sign that you're actively striving for something better, something more fulfilling in your life's journey. If you felt regret, you're not alone. This emotion connects us all, across cultures and generations. Regret is a tool for survival and growth, not just a source of pain. Its discomfort leaves a mark, helping us remember and avoid repeating mistakes. Our ancestors learned from regret, so do we. Stories, songs, and films about regret resonate because they reflect our shared humanity. Regret clarifies our values. When we regret unkindness, we affirm kindness. When we regret inaction, we affirm courage. Don't push regret away. Sit with it, listen to its message. It's a sign you're engaged in the ongoing project of becoming better. Regret is evidence you've lived, and that you can still shape your future. This shared experience isn't a burden, it's a bond. Let it connect you to others and to your own growth. Regret isn't just a feeling, it's a process in your brain. The orbitofrontal cortex, right behind your eyes, lights up when you feel regret. This region links the pain of a bad choice to the memory of that choice. Next time you face a similar situation, your brain warns you. Remember how that felt? Regret is a biological mechanism for learning. Studies show that reflecting on regret sharpens our thinking and problem solving. It encourages us to analyze, anticipate, and make wiser choices. Regret is a cognitive upgrade delivered through emotional experience. It bridges emotion and reason, turning mistakes into lessons. The pain ensures the lesson sticks. Our brains use regret as a tool for self-improvement. Regret isn't an endpoint, it's a turning point. Mark, a finance executive, missed his daughter's school play for work. The regret stung. Instead of quitting, he set boundaries, made time for family, and redefined success. His regret reshaped his life, making it richer and more balanced. Sarah regretted not finishing college. Years later, she went back, graduated, and proved to herself, and her kids, that it's never too late. Her regret became motivation, not paralysis. These stories show regret can fuel positive change. When we listen to regret, it points us toward unfinished business. It gives us the courage to act. Regret, faced honestly, can transform our lives. It's not about erasing the past, but about building a better future. Let regret guide you, not define you. Use it as a catalyst for growth. Regret is natural, but letting it control you is a choice. Start by acknowledging your regret without judgment. Treat yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a friend. Write it down or share it with someone you trust. Naming it lessens its power. Then, look for the lesson. What value did you violate? What can you do differently next time? Make a simple plan for future action. Most importantly, act. Send that message, sign up for that class, apologize if needed. Action breaks the paralysis of regret. Each step rewrites your story, turning regret into guidance. Don't dwell, learn, and move forward. Regret can be a tool for progress, not a source of pain. Let it guide you toward the person you want to be. After thousands of stories, 4 core regrets emerged. Foundation regrets. If only I'd done the work. Saving money, caring for health, building stability. Boldness regrets. If only I'd taken the risk. Asking someone out, starting a business, traveling. Moral regrets. If only I'd done the right thing. Moments of unkindness, dishonesty, or betrayal. Connection regrets. If only I'd reached out. Lost friendships, unsaid words, time not spent with loved ones. These regrets reveal what we value: stability, courage, integrity, and connection. They're not personal failings, but expressions of our deepest needs. Foundation regrets urge us to build a solid life. Boldness regrets push us to be braver. Moral regrets remind us to act with integrity. Connection regrets call us to nurture relationships. Understanding these helps us grow and prioritize what matters most. It's time to see regret differently, not as an enemy, but as a teacher. The myth of no regrets is unrealistic and unhelpful. Regret is a personal instructor offering lessons in resilience, empathy, courage, and connection. When regret surfaces, ask, "What are you here to teach me?" It highlights where your life needs attention: stability, boldness, morality, or connection. Embracing regret is an act of self-awareness and maturity. Our mistakes don't define us. Our response does. Treat regret as a guide, not a burden. Let it shape a better future. Regret, when welcomed, becomes an ally in your journey of growth. The past, with all its twists and turns, can't be changed. It's a fixed point in time, a collection of moments that have already unfolded. We can't rewrite history, no matter how much we might wish to. But the future is an entirely different story. It's a blank canvas, unwritten and full of endless possibilities. It's waiting for you to step into it and create the life you've always dreamed of. Regret, that heavy feeling in your heart, it's not just a burden. It helps us write a better story moving forward, guiding us towards wiser choices and a more fulfilling path. Your regrets aren't a life sentence. They don't define you or confine you to a life of misery. They're instructions for living better now, valuable lessons disguised as painful experiences. They offer insights into what truly matters to you. Take a moment, just a few precious seconds, to reflect on a regret that lingers, that keeps popping up in your thoughts. Don't wallow in self-pity or get stuck in a cycle of negativity. Examine it with curiosity, like a scientist studying a fascinating specimen. Ask yourself, what's the lesson here? What is this regret trying to teach me about myself and my values? Is it about courage, the bravery to face your fears? Is it about kindness, extending compassion to yourself and others? Is it about stability, creating a secure foundation for your life? Or is it about connection, nurturing meaningful relationships with the people around you? Listen to the answer that arises from within. Trust your intuition. Then, take one small action, a tiny step forward in the direction of growth and healing. Walk for 10 minutes in nature, breathing in the fresh air and feeling the sun on your skin. Text an old friend, reconnecting with someone you've lost touch with. Apologize to someone you've wronged, releasing the burden of guilt. Or try something new, stepping outside your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. This signals you're no longer a passive victim of your past, trapped by your mistakes, but the author of your future, the one who gets to decide what happens next. Let regret be your invitation to look back honestly, without judgment or self-condemnation, and move forward with intention, clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose. Regrets can be a source of clarity and change, a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. They reveal what you value most deeply, the things that truly matter to you in life, and how to find your way back to yourself, to your authentic self when you've strayed off course. Embrace your regrets. Don't run from them. Learn from them. Glean the wisdom they offer. Let them make you wiser and more compassionate, not just towards yourself, but towards others as well. The power to begin anew, to create a fresh start, is already within you, waiting to be unleashed. It starts with the courage to face your past, to acknowledge your mistakes, and to forgive yourself. If this message resonated with you, subscribe for more reflections on living intentionally and creating a life you love. Your journey of growth, healing, and self-discovery begins now. Take that first step with confidence and hope. Thank you for watching.